Так, снова всем здрасте. Э, Был запущен стрим, но он, к сожалению, оборван, вот, по техническим причинам. Там был краш, там было все. Говорил, как же они рекламируют нам нового охотника за кавернами, или как там. Правильно, ладно. Ешингуан. Вот это вот. Очень сильно рекламируют. Было 3 видоса по ней. Вот. При первом в игру сразу ролик на все ебало был с ней. Вот. И много-много всякой инфы. Они много всяких ивентов сразу. Задонать. Ля какая. Ну, короче. Ну, мы не крутим, мы ожидаем другого персонажа. Вот тут у нас тоже добавили некий кооператив, который раньше вырезали, теперь решили вернуть. Вот. Жаль, тут нет поиска по названию просто клана. Вот есть тут вот такие вот смешные фильтры по персонажам, по интересам, по игровым режимам и типам баз. Вот. Болтовня, новички и прочее. Ладно, как-нибудь потом найдем что-нибудь. Ладно, а это что? Это вот эта менюшка вызывается, да? Ладно, надо слить смолу. Да что ж такое? Чё, на что сливаем? Да, на кредиты, наверное, местные. Автобой добавили. Вот вообще. Чтобы игра сама себя проходила. О как, новый босс еженедельный.
Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out. I'll protect you from any danger.
Where are we going? There's no...
Eradicate.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Пофиг, давайте так попробуем. Там, наверное, правда, резисты, и Мияби, наверное, не затащит. Ну да ладно, хер с ним. И так сойдет.
Leave it to me. Don't be mad. You're done. Scatter. Careful, don't get scared.
It's over.
Just this one.
Here to assist.
Purging slash. Scatter.
There's no time to lose.
Notice me, Lord Phaethon. You're lucky not out. Go, come on.
You're done. Press forward.
You're done. Don't worry, I got this. Woohoo! Careful, don't get scared. You're done. Leave it to me.
Ура, одолели, одолели, наконец-то. Это было долго, да. Все атаки просто босса пропускал, и все равно эску получил. Нормально. Мияби еще нормально может. Ну, я человек простой, когда говорят выгодно, я беру, да, заверните 2. Опа, так, скрываемся. Ладно, где тут тестовый забег-то? Дайте посмотреть на персонажей. Это не то, это не то. О, ё-моё, тут все сразу можно забрать. Даже тестировать ничего не надо. Мгм. Так, забрать. А, смотреть, что смотреть? Да, ничего смотреть. Я хочу попробовать. Давайте пробовать. Тут говорят, у нее еще боевка смешная. Насколько мы это сейчас узнаем. Да, это ж просто пиздец. Это что такое? Это просто... Я зажал ЛКМ, и вот что стало. Э, Да, смешно. Там еще копится сверху что-то, я просто спавлю эту атаку, и там вон сверху еще шкала накапливается. Это гол. А, да, он там прямо в обучении просит, зажмите кнопку. Вот смешно. Клацаю на кнопки, и там все что-то выполняется само по себе. Везде. Дождь из мечей. Погнали. Вот так вот делаю, вот так. Бам-бам-бам. Так, еще одного. Погнали. Бам. Ё-моё. Используйте суперспособность. Гром.
slices the world
Используем. Все используем.
Radiant.
Просто аннигилируем врагов.
Rest assured, you're
Это
wasting my time you have
испаряется.
left. Yep.
Так, и погнали, 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 погнали. Да, 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 да. А ему похуй, вот так он там просто стоит на АФК.
Soaring light. Let's keep this advantage. Leave it to me. Huh? Swirling snow. I see that.
Ура! Одолели. Одолели врага. Тренируешься в комнате, блять, наконец-то. Не, кролика я не выдержал. Я, спасибо. Натренировался. Пойдем дальше. Что там дальше? Что там в бинго сегодня можно выполнить? Так, вот это можно выполнить. Погнали. 100. А, кстати, в этом-то обновлении какую-нибудь новую локацию-то дадут. Интересно пощупать. Не типа на один раз в сюжете вот посмотрели и все, и забираем сразу. На постоянку.
Peace herbal, hidden by day, revealed by night. Beneath the moonlight, seek the path to health and harmony.
О, как можно здесь вот это обменять еще. Не зря копил. Там, кстати, говорили, вроде бы в этом обновлении, если пройти вот один раз очень хорошо этот этап, там типа будет запоминаться, и в следующие разы не надо будет повторно это все проходить. Кстати, а какой вообще это? Вот что это? Это физурон, что ли?
Tell me if anything's wrong.
Непонятно.
Okay?
В общем, ладно. Неважно.
Victory, the only option. Wide open. Sound strategy. Suppressing fire. Right on cue. Take the shot. Adjusting for wind. Let my song mean loyalty.
Recalibrating.
Sound strategy. Off balance.
Sound strategy.
Lose yourself in the music.
Sustaining fire. Recalibrating. Resolve.
Outbound.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Right on cue. Done.
Take the shot. Target locked.
Engaging. Let the melody move you. My song is with you.
Look at that. Press the advantage. Adjusting for wind. Got you covered. The melody of combat.
Engaging. Sound strategy. You won't back down.
Кажется, проеб сейчас будет. На втором этапе там же сопротивление эфиру. Ой, ну что, конечно, что могу сказать.
Right over.
Ether vision activated.
Let my song move everyone. Sound strategy.
Recalibrating.
Right on cue.
Save your strength, Andy.
Sound strategy. Loyalty. Outbound.
My bullets are one with the wind.
Roger that.
Time to end this. Suppressing fire.
This song is dedicated to the world. Engaging.
Press the advantage. It's not over.
Right on cue.
Recalibrating.
Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter. Allow me. The weak spot is here.
Time is right. Crank up the heat.
Purge corruption, restore clarity.
Let's get cooking.
An opening. Don't get careless. Evil shall turn to dust. Switch it still. Active green. Channel.
I'll take charge.
Yin and yang.
Have a taste of the Young Queen's Jet's unique technique.
Your life ends here.
Breaking through.
Allow me.
А, стоп, я уже до конца дошел, что ли? А в конце они решили назвать вообще 3 этапа. Нормально, нормально. Множится, множится. Скоро будет 4 вообще. Пиздец. Не, извините, но мне хватило и моего результата. Все, спасибо. Так, что у нас дальше на повестке дня? Что еще нужно закрыть? Нет, потом после стрима, наверное, сам пройду. Ну, походу, все. Все, больше нечего проходить.
Oh, you're up early. Want to try my special bake? Have a good one, and please, welcome in. What mods are you going for this time?
Ясно,
Come
значок.
back next time, you
Восклицательный
hear?
не хочет уходить. Ну и пошел ты, блядь, куда подальше. Музыкальный магазин. Можно, пожалуйста, уже кнопку сюжета? Нет, я не хочу. Отмена, блядь. Нет, 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 нет. Что?
I'll be waiting for your next visit.
Ладно, погнали наконец-то за сюжетом. Ура, ура, вперед, вперед. Это же сюжет, да? Уже что там? Станет, бла-бла-бла. Это же оно? Перейти. Да, все верно. Вы по адресу.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. But it's a little too.
It is a bit sweet. But there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness. Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time. There's no need to be so nervous, Xiaoguang.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cakes so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquei Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, but for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine. So this is where you were. Senior Fufu, you're back. Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Sailoon Bay. We should go take a look.
О, как. Цветы. Прямо на пляже. Нормально.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here, too. And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the...
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here. She'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty. And And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yesha Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquay Summit.
Mr. Liu! My brother, he's just.
Yeshun Guang. Facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walked since you've inherited the Qingming sword. You must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquay Summit's current.
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yishuan's as for these flowers. They've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old capital fell. And we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay, I'll try. Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant...
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's action. I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does...
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Yeshun Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift. Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunquay Summit's honor more serious.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Liu?
He's an elder of Yunquay Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Ishu and Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Ishu and Shifu was the only one from Yunquay Summit who survived the Phylum Heights
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter.
Короче, тыловик, отсиделся в тылу, ясно.
Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
Feels like he's...
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must... Alright, enough of that. It's... Oh, right! The osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time. It's a promise. See you tomorrow.
Так, ща перерыв небольшой. Продолжаем.
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Yeshu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shuyin some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr. Liu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However, my information is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Meanwhile, Ye Shuyin's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end, he was possessed by the Creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the Creator's control and awaken Ye Shuyuan.
Good thing we had the Qingming sword.
So I've heard. Xiaoguang, you ended up using the power of the Qingming sword after all, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what's...
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Ye Shuyuan left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Ye Shuyuan colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Failum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunque Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the Creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunque Summit. And that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Ye Shuyuan has done real damage to Yunque Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the Creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear. And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the Creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the Creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we're to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But...
Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember?
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunque Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for her?
Thank you, Junior. I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No. I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Whoa. Oh.
Belle, I'm still not entirely at ease. Even if Xiaoguang seems fine now, it won't be good if she really does lose all of her memory.
Right. But reaching out to
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss...
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only...
no way!
But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact, and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained, so you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help, but after my sister... After what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually...
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power. But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Shiyan joined Yunquei Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shiyan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but That doesn't explain why it passed over me. When my constitution is far closer to my sister's, we know far too little about this sword.
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive. After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious. Once the bond is formed, it can't. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Lu, it was just an act. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus the way she looked just now.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't helping.
I still have something I need to take care of. So if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know.
Please, when you see her,
Well,
You looked kinda down just now, so I got worried and thought I'd come check up on you.
thank you. I'm fine, but you,
Don't worry, I just got here. I didn't read your diary, I swear.
if it's you, I don't really mind. It's just trivial everyday things anyway.
Oh, you're both here! Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. Anyway, thank you.
You know, Xiaoguang, you don't have to be so considerate all the time. It's okay to feel bothered, to get upset. If I were in your shoes, I'd be hurt too. It's totally normal, really. Everyone feels that way sometimes.
Thank you, really. I get it.
All right. Shifu also asks us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine. Just answer.
Huh? A test? Alright then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Let's see. When we first met,
When we first met. If you mean at Suibian Temple,
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question.
during that night by the fire, we watched the stars and talked about the silly stuff that happened recently.
I talked about how I didn't bring enough money when I left Yunquei Summit, and almost ended up going to that pawn shop in town. I thought there was nothing left worth keeping except the Qingming sword.
Right again! Now,
Last question. What do you like being called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's
Senior?
Whoa! The wind totally drowned you out!
It's Senior! Aw, you're teasing me again.
perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine. It's getting... It's already so late. Who in the world would come looking for me now? Did I really see that? That shadowy figure? Was it just my imagination? Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief. Oh, there's a cat over there. I'll go take a look. Is someone there?
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Ля какая.
Wait, I know you. Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive. I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
You're the one that appeared after she used the Qingming sword, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Your memory's sharp. That's right. I am your senior, Ye Shengguang, through and through.
Could it be? You're a split personality?
If that makes it easier for you, I'm the one she hides under that perfect obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half. If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt. She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny, but me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up.
I can't agree with that. Xiaoguang's wish to help...
You're really protective of her, aren't you? I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, and then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
I don't know. But everyone has the right to make their own choice.
I like your honesty. The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does. Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Looks like it's about time. She's waking up. Guess we'll talk again soon.
Wait! I still have tons of questions to ask.
Belle? What happened to me?
О, как быстро, быстро. Первая часть прошла. Или что это сейчас было?
Everyone. Remember me? I'm Jill from Krampus Compliance Authority. Yup, that Judgment Division of Tops. The one that makes all the bad guys run for cover. And this lovely young lady must be the rising star of Yongkoi Summit. The current keeper of the Qingming Sword herself. We've never really had the chance to properly get acquainted, have we?
Hello. I'm Yeshunguang. It's nice to meet you, Miss Zhao from Krampus.
Honestly, the honor's all mine. Finally meeting the legend herself? You know, there are people out there secretly placing bets that you'll become new Eridu's next Void Hunter. They're saying stuff like, she'll be the one to restore Yunkai Summit's former glory, and...
Oh, I'm not that amazing. I just.
Oh, no need to be modest. For someone as gifted and talented as you, someone who turns heads just by walking in the crowd, being too modest could be considered arrogance.
Please don't say things like that.
I'm kidding. Still, you're the chosen one, aren't you? And we also have Miss Bell here. Lovely to see you again, too.
Is it just me? Or does Miss Zhao seem kinda different today?
Oh, looks like you're still getting to know me. My attitude always depends on the relationship, you know. Like today, I came all the way here with a bunch of carefully chosen gifts just to see you guys. But aside from these little goodies, I also brought something you'll definitely want. Information about Mr. Ye Shuyan.
You mean my.
Uh-huh. So, tell me, don't I make a pretty great guest?
You said you have news about my brother? Wait, do you actually know where he is?
Don't get all worked up, Missy. Rushing won't get you anywhere. But your instincts are spot on. I do happen to have a lead on your brother's whereabouts.
Where is he? Please tell me.
Well, that's not very professional of you. In business, it all comes down to equal exchange. I give you what you want, and you give me barging in and asking for something before offering a trade. That's some questionable manners.
I'm sorry.
She's just really worried.
Now we're talking, Prox. A new unknown area has appeared in Lemnian Hollow, and I'm heading there to investigate. That's
An unknown area.
correct. And to sweeten the deal, according to the latest observation data, the area covered by Lemnian Hollow has expanded by approximately 0.002%, accompanied by abnormal miasma activity. So, my theory is that there's some kind of abnormal miasma in that newly emerged unknown area, which is causing Lemnian Hollow to expand.
But why me? If you need help from a proxy, I get that, but.
Because you're the current keeper of the Qingming Sword. And I've heard a few interesting tidbits from Dylan. Like how the Qingming Sword reacts oddly near the Hollow Steps. And how it was the sword's power that also. Did those white flowers that appeared in Wai-Fei cause a strange reaction from the sword? Like, some.
That's right. The Qingming sword started trembling when we came into contact with those flowers.
I'm just connecting the dots on what we know so far. If my guess is right, the power of that sword, this new area, and those strange white flowers may just be related to the abnormal miasma cause itself. I need you, Missy, and our brilliant to join me. Of course, as payment,
right, I'll do.
That's a decisive answer.
I want to say yes, but Xiaoguang's health. Yishuan Shifu warned us more than once not to let her get near anything that could trigger the Qingming sword again.
I'm fine, Junior. You tested me before, remember? My memory's perfectly normal. I've already asked Senior Fufu and the others. None of them have found any trace of my brother. This might just be my best shot.
I understand where you're coming from, but this is too risky. I need to think it over. Miss Zhao, what if it's me and a few other Yunkuei Summit disciples who go with you?
Not an option. Observing the connection between that hollow area and the Qingming sword is part of my research. My terms are non-negotiable. Looks like you two aren't exactly on the same page yet. That's all right. I'm patient. I can wait. And don't worry, I never force a deal. So, if you decide you do want to work with me, come and find me at the cable car station. I'll be with Roxy. You're smart, I can tell. I'm sure you'll make the most reasonable choice.
I know you still have concerns, but this lead means everything to me. Don't worry, if Yishuan Shifu finds out and punishes us, I'll take full responsibility. Please, I need this.
I don't care if I get punished. What matters to me is your health condition. We know too little about the Qingming sword. We can't take blind risks.
You know, before my brother left, I think I heard him say something. He said he'd save me. So I think maybe that's why he left without telling anyone why. But here I am, pretending nothing happened. Stuck here in safety, waiting, praying, doing nothing. I don't want to be the fragile doll hiding in a glass house everyone keeps locked away anymore. I want to give something back. To use my strength to protect the people who've always protected me. I want to return the warmth and love I've received with my own hands.
All right. If you've already made up your mind.
Thank you. To be honest, I've been meaning to tell you that you're really... Maybe it's the sword, but everyone, my brother and all the people at Yunkuei Summit, I know they mean well, but it makes me feel guilty. But you listen to me. That means more to me than I can ever say.
No need to thank me, but whatever happens in the Hollow, promise me you'll put your own safety first. And about what you said, that you don't want to be the one who always needs protecting. Honestly, I've never thought of myself as your protector. I'm just accompanying you, that's all. No matter what you decide to do, just know that I'll be by your side. That's a promise. Will you promise me that too? So whenever I look over, I know you'll be there?
Yes, I promise. Whenever we turn around, whenever we look over our shoulders. Pinky promise.
make the right choice.
Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
Go on.
You said you wanted to investigate because you detected signs of the hollow expanding. But you're from Tops, aren't you? I mean, would Tops really care about what happens to Phylum Heights? No matter what goes wrong here, it wouldn't really affect you.
It's only natural you'd think that way, Missy. The moment you learned I work for Tops, you'd start assuming that everything I do is for their benefit. And honestly, that's not entirely wrong. But like I said before, I'm with Krampus Compliance Authority. Krampus does operate under Tops, sure. But our duty is to audit, judge, and enforce the rules. Those useless clowns Tops sent to Phylum Heights before were our judgment targets. So please, don't lump me in with them. Besides, the bigger an organization gets, the messier its internal politics become.
So what you're saying...
Don't forget, Krampus is the one managing Phylum Heights now. No matter what happens, I have to take responsibility for my work. Like I told you before, in this world, everything comes down to one thing: equivalent exchange. We've taken so much from Phylum Heights. It's only fair we take responsibility for protecting it, too. In contrast, Yunhui Summit's shining prodigy and current keeper of the Qingming Sword, dear Monsieur Shunguang here, seems to have a much more honest... Oh my! Who would have thought? Turns out a Tops businesswoman like me cares more about Phylum Heights than Yunhui Summit does.
Of course we care about Phylum Heights. But at the moment, the only sign of hollow expansion comes from your readings. Besides, most hollows grow at a gradual pace.
You've done your research, I see. But according to my data, Lemnian Hollow's expansion rate is way beyond normal. Still, we won't know the truth until we go in and take a look ourselves. Don't worry. Once we're inside, I'll point out to you exactly where I last saw Mr. Yeshu Yuan. So, let me summarize the main mission objectives once more. Enter the mysterious new area in Lemnian Hollow. Investigate to achieve this, I'll need the help of the most skilled proxy in New Eridu to guide my way. I'll also need the Qingming Sword's keeper to use the blade and resonate with the white flowers so I can figure out the relationship with the miasma's abnormal bit. No time to waste. Let's head up.
Так, сделал небольшой перерыв на пожрать. Вот. Продолжаем.
This used to be an old porcelain mine. It's where they used to process lumite ore. If we keep going forward, we'll probably reach the main mining area. Heart.
That's strange. Did the Qingming sword just move?
What's wrong? Did the sword react to something? It's not affecting you, is it? Maybe we should go back for now and double check.
Don't worry. I just felt like the sword resonated with some kind of energy here.
Looks like the sword really is connected to this area somehow.
Abnormal miasma detected in this area.
Something's definitely wrong. The miasma...
You mean the miasma here feels unusually thick?
It's not about the concentration of the miasma, but it's giving off an...
According to my previous investigation, this area is an abandoned mining site that was shut down long before you defeated that creature controlled by the Creator. There wasn't even an entrance here. Clearly, this is an area lost to time. A no man's land. Okay then, that's enough intel sharing for now. Your brother's last known location is that way. The sector I'm investigating lies in the opposite direction, so we'll split up for now. We can meet up again once you finish investigating Yeshu Yen's trail.
Huh? We're not going together? Based on what Junior Bell said, this place sounds dangerous.
According to the principle of equivalent exchange, I give you leads on Yeshu Yuan, and you help me with my investigation. Nowhere in our deal does it say I have to babysit your investigation. Or are you trying to get me to work for free, Missy?
No, that's not what I mean.
You've got it wrong. Xiaogong is just worried about your safety. Sticking together is definitely safer, given how strange the...
Well then, you don't have to worry about me. I am Krampus's most successful judge. The only one without a single failed mission on her record. And the holder of the title, the Unbeaten Legend. You two go handle your mission, and we'll meet up at the dock later. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Since she's so capable, I guess she'll be fine. Okay then, let's follow the coordinates and... The warehouse is right over there. Let's hurry up.
Ну-ка, насколько большая карта? Ну, не слишком и большая. Может быть, дальше вон там зона какая-то будет. Фиг знает.
Ride the wind.
Я так понимаю, пробники на мне вообще ничего не дадут сделать, да? Иди, мол, просто по заданию, и все. Наверное, так.
This place feels so dangerous. Why would my brother ever come here?
He must have had his reasons. Once we find him, we'll know for sure.
Guess I'll just have to ask him myself when we meet.
Let's head out. This way.
Wait, am I seeing a bamboo in front of the warehouse?
Miasma anomaly is increasing.
I can't believe there's an active bamboo in this no man's land. What? Did it just mention the abnormal miasma? Just like Miss Joe said. Let's follow it.
I see. Don't worry, I'll make this quick. Light brings the dawn. That bamboo must have gone inside the warehouse. Let's go in. Where did that bamboo go? Over there. Wow, you just picked up a new perception technique on your own? That's amazing! I knew you were gifted. Give it time and you'll be one of the best and brightest of Yunquay Summit.
Reboot. Requesting reboot.
Alert. Unidentified bamboo detected ahead. Model unknown. Not listed in any new Eridu official databases. Risk advisory. High-level intelligence data construct detected within the target. Its data structure bears partial resemblance to samples in the database, but no full match found.
Error. Data error detected. Attempting to reorganize data.
Whoa! This little guy can speak the universal language! Is it talking to itself? Or did its language module glitch out?
Seems kinda weird. Let's
Reorganizing. Data. Integrate. Hey, friends over there. I can see you. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lockspring. As you can tell, I'm a bamboo that's a little faulty.
What are you doing all alone in a place like this? Did you get lost?
I must apologize. There's an issue with my memory module, so I'm not even sure why I'm here. When I first became aware, I was already stuck here. I've been wandering around ever since, but haven't found a way out. I even got caught underground for a while. Luckily, I remember the important things. What I am and why I was created. That's enough to keep my mind in order. I was built by one of the first Void Hunters, Lady Sunbringer herself. As you might know, Lady Sunbringer was the chief executive officer of Marcel Group, the very inventor of all bamboo. I belong to an early series she designed, the High Firepower Combat Bamboo, model number GU0001. Sadly, that line was discontinued not long after release due to various issues. After all these years, most bamboo of my model have been scrapped. Perhaps I'm the last of my models still operating in New Eridu.
High firepower combat bamboo. But lots of bamboo can help in combat these days.
That's true, but I'm not quite the same. Simply put, my firepower was several magnitudes higher. But don't be fooled by how I look now. I was quite formidable in my prime. But do not worry. My combat module has been non-functional for years.
We're not scared or anything. It's just the first time I've heard of this type of bamboo. I'm kinda curious. What drove Lady Sunbringer to create high firepower combat Bangbu in the first place?
Every bamboo she made was designed with a purpose. Some were meant to share the burden of human labor, others to bring warmth and company. Lady Sunbringer loved humanity more than anything ever could. That's why every bamboo, no matter the appearance, was made to serve mankind. And for us, the High Firepower Combat Series, that mission, hard-coded deep within our core, is simple and absolute. To protect humanity. I was born to protect. But now, I've lost all the means I once had to fulfill that purpose. So I suppose protecting isn't something I can really talk about anymore. Perhaps my end should be the same as the others of my kind. Buried in some cold scrapyard.
Don't say that. We'll get you out of the hollow. And once we do, we'll find someone to fix you up.
It's been far too long. I doubt anyone in New Eridu even remembers my model ever existed, let alone how to repair one. Still, thank you for saying that.
Your model sounds pretty powerful. Why would anyone stop making them?
Perhaps because we were too pricey to maintain. Our failure rate was also much higher than other bamboo. I'm proof of both. My memory, combat, and even speech modules have all suffered varying degrees of damage. Technically, I should have been scrapped long ago. Yet, somehow, but I've got nowhere else to go. So I just wander through these ruins.
It's okay. You can come with us. We'll take you out of here. Oh, right. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Yeshengguang. This is my junior, Bao. We're disciples from Yunquay Summit. We came here looking for my brother and to investigate the anomalies in this area. Right. You mentioned abnormal miasma just now? Oh.
As a combat bamboo, I'm quite sensitive to changes in my surroundings. Recently, I've noticed that there have been abnormal changes in the surrounding miasma. It seems to cling to a strange type of white flower, even causing it to mutate. Unfortunately, I was attacked by ethereals before I could observe what the flower's mutation looked like.
White flowers and abnormal miasma. Miss Zhao mentioned the same things before.
There are plenty of those white flowers nearby. If it's convenient for you, we can head over to that watchtower. It should be the highest point around.
That's a great idea. do with the anomalies here? That figure. It's my brother. He really is here.
Wait, over there. Miss Zhao's surrounded by a ton of ethereals.
The sword will fall. As expected, there's a ton of those weird white flowers here. Do they all have abnormal miasma clinging to them? Miss Zhao was just chased by a whole bunch of ethereals out of sight. She's all alone, but if we go now, what about my brother?
You decide. Whatever you choose, I've got your back.
Thank you. I've decided. I want to help us ask for my brother. At least now we know he's okay. And besides, you're here with me, right? Together, we'll figure it out. For now, we just can't ignore...
I knew you'd say that. Let's move.
Okay.
Don't worry. You made the right call.
Right the way.
This one looks like trouble.
My well, and when how... I'm sensing a weird aura of miasma from it. Familiar somehow, but... No. Now isn't the time to be thinking about that. And you don't need to hurry and help Miss Zhao. Finally! The last of them.
No time to waste. We've got to go help Miss Zhao.
Hurry as the skies.
okay? Putting aside whether you get sick if you put porcelain straight into your mouth, it's not even really porcelain powder. It's just leftovers from polishing moonlight ore.
The sword? Here's my... Another one of those obstacles. I'm leaving it to you, Junior. Perfect! You've already handled those ethereals. Miss Zhao, are you all right?
Wait. Don't tell me you came here because you were worried about me.
We saw you surrounded by a ton of ethereals from the watchtower. We got so worried we ran straight here.
Yeah, we caught sight of her brother earlier, but Xiaoguang gave up chasing him to come help you instead.
I didn't need rescuing, but fine. Since our original deal was that you'd help me with the investigation, seems you're keeping your word. And I like that. And who's this Bangbu?
Oh, this is Luxspring. We met it on the way. It said it's kind of broken.
Hello, Miss Zhao. I'm fairly familiar with this area. In exchange, I hope you can take me out of this hollow.
A little Bangbu wandering around a place this dangerous alone, huh?
You flatter me. But you're right. I'm not quite like the usual Bangbu, even with my body damaged. My memory core still carries the memory of every battle I fought. That's probably the reason I've managed to survive in a place this dangerous.
That explanation almost sounds too recent. Either way, having someone who knows the terrain is useful. Right now, back to business. I just scouted the area and, as expected, the scent of that abnormal miasma is...
So you also felt it. I was just about to say, these ethereals have this strange miasmic aura. I'm assuming this is what you mentioned before?
I've also been mulling that over. Earlier, I discovered that this abnormal miasma clings to those...
Right. Luxspring mentioned before that it...
Mutate. If this little Bangbu's intel is accurate, perhaps we could find the tangible form of this miasma in those mutated flowers and track down the source of the expansion. I have a feeling that this all has something to do with the creator.
You mean the creator that...
Yep, but that's just my theory. Right now, let's just find those mutated...
You're right. We've seen them plenty of times.
In Phylum Heights?
What about Phylum Heights?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's really strange that... Be careful, everyone! These ethereals are all soaked in the stench of abnormal miasma. It looks like the teeming sword is resonating with them. We should look into this.
Weren't you here to find your brother? What, giving up on him already?
I already know my brother's safe. That's good enough for me. For now, I have other things to do.
The line is drawn.
What the heavens? What the light? Glowing snow! Shit! Let's head to where the ethereals are coming from. I can...
workers. While we celebrate this progress, Lady Sunbringer once again reminds us of the importance of safety. Always remember the 3 core principles of safe production. Stay diligent in your duties. Strictly manage the duration of hollow operations, and pay close attention to fire safety within the factory and mining areas to prevent accidents before they happen.
Are you okay? Yeah, sorry, like
illusion formed by miasma? Was that someone you knew?
Yes, that was my teacher, Miss Carroll. But why would her illusion appear?
There are quite a few similar phantoms around here. I've seen several myself. From what I've observed, they're remnants of the people who were once here. Their shapes and voices have been preserved by the miasma in some peculiar way.
I've heard miasma can preserve images of people. Looks like it's true after all. There's just no way to tell when that actually happened.
So your teacher has been here before?
I don't really know. I couldn't completely make sense of what she was saying.
The one your teacher mentioned must be the creator, right? Seems like she knew about this creator a long, long time ago. And your teacher kinda sounded like Miss Sarah from the Exaltists.
Based on everything we've seen so far, the creator's descent would cause a catastrophe. There's no way my teacher would want that. Something's definitely not right here.
You really believe in your teacher that much? People are the most unpredictable, untrustworthy creatures in the world.
I don't think so. Junior Belle knows her teacher far better than some illusion repeating a few random words. If we can't even trust the ones closest to us, what else is there that we can put our trust into?
Ourselves. And only ourselves.
Huh?
It's nothing. Anyway, based on the clues, I think we can be certain now. There's an abnormal miasma in Lemnian Hollow that's causing it to expand, and it's connected to the creator. The anomaly you and Dylan felt before was actually a kind of inhale, like the ocean suddenly retreating before a tsunami hits.
So that means...
It means a terrifying tsunami is coming.
Sorry, I actually meant to ask earlier. This creator you've been talking about.
The creator is the being worshipped by the Exaltists. They treat it like a god, believing it can give them power and create a whole new world. From what we've gathered, this creator is very likely tied to all the abnormal miasma around us.
I see. So you're talking about the same creator I know of. I've also heard stories about the Exaltists. Sadly, I've lost my combat capabilities now. I apologize.
You've already been a huge help, though. You're really familiar with the area. You managed to guide us here.
Sorry to interrupt this touching moment, but to prevent the worst from happening, we'd better hurry.
Right. The Qingming Sword's resonance is growing stronger along... I sense strong abnormal miasma. It's very likely that the special white flower we're looking for is right there.
Вы просто посмотрите на эти глаза уже. Взгляд на 1000 миль просто. Пиздец. О, как они сделали, ё-моё. Вау, и так можно лететь. Прям камера с дрона какая-то. Ладно.
Free as the skies.
The blade knows my heart. even more dangerous now. Listen!
Forget the flowers. The abnormal miasma on these materials is even stronger than before.
Send you away!
Let's handle this with caution.
Let's hurry up and check those black flowers.
She shouldn't be drawing on the Qingming sword's power. What's wrong? You look so surprised. It's not like this is our first meeting, my dear Junior.
You're... the other
Good. I knew you would. I need to find a chance to give you a proper... No. I said no, and I meant it. If you touch that sword again... Fine. You win. But we won't do it again.
Wait, are you talking to Xiaoguang?
You could say that. Sometimes I can feel her, but I do what I can to make sure we survive. Blood as the bond, soul as the vow. Be gone!
Sorry for the...
That girl was your other half? Interesting.
I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's the Qingming sword, or...
What? You knew she existed?
Sorry. I did know about her, yes. Sometimes I can even sense what she's doing. But that night, she just appeared out of nowhere and acted so... I didn't know how to explain, so I just pretended I didn't know anything. I'm really, really sorry.
It's alright. What worries me...
Actually, it was my idea. She thought it'd be safer if she were the one to do it instead of me. And it's true. She did use the sword's power, but I didn't feel anything at all.
Even so, that's way too dangerous. Don't do this again. You promised me, Xiaoguang.
I know!
Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like I should remind you. Seems like we're being...
Yeah, I felt it too.
Sword? Brother?
I think I see something over there. Did Senior Ye leave it?
Free as the skies.
Do you think Senior Ye left this letter to tell us something?
Brother. He's avoiding me. I don't know why he's doing this. There's so much he keeps from me. In his eyes, I'm still that immature kid who needs protecting. But I have grown up. I've gotten stronger. Yet, I'm still not good enough to share everyone's burdens. Sorry. I didn't mean to start rambling about all these heavy things.
If Senior Ye really wanted to disappear for good, we wouldn't have found this letter. The fact that he left clues means he wants to communicate with us, but won't maybe... There's a reason...
You're right. He must have his reasons.
You really do just trust people that easily.
Well, what's wrong with that? Plus, he's not people.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just a common trait of greenhouse flowers. Let's hope he's someone worth trusting then.
Reboot. Requesting reboot. Data corrupted. Data corrupted. Data corrupted.
Oh no. Looks like Lockspring's gotten worse.
We've pretty much wrapped up here. I got something on the abnormal miasma and the hollow expansion, and you've managed to find some clues about your senior. Too bad none of it is exactly good news, though. Let's go.
Не дали допройти каверну, суки. Ладно, придется своими персонажами допроходить походу.
As expected of a pro. You're all right. Lemnian Hollow is indeed expanding at an unusual rate. Just like I guessed before, it's though it has no tangible form, it clings to those white flowers, mutating them and turning them into black flower.
Those mutated black flowers spread corruption around it and draw in ethereals. But I can purify them with the Qingming sword.
Correct. You said Phylum Heights had those white flowers too, right? No, that shouldn't be possible. Anyway,
Reboot. Full system reboot requested.
Maybe we should take Lockspring in for repairs first?
Yeah, that's probably our bigger problem right now.
You're coming with us, Miss Zhao? I thought you might head back to...
This little Bangboon knows that area really well. It's worth keeping it with us. Besides, we've got nothing urgent going on.
So, do you happen to know any shops that fix Bangboo?
I actually do know someone who's really good at fixing Bangboo. He's not in Phylum Heights, but
You really can do anything. All right, then.
А, вот что это за магазин такой. Точно, его же добавили в этом патче.
Antiques, where history speaks. Find the one that speaks to you.
Спасибо за этот прекрасный звук на правый динамик. Это обалденно так долбит по душам, по ушам. Вот кайф вообще. Вот и это новая валюта, понятно. Сколько тут предметов оказывается еще. Ну, короче, типично это дерево в новом регионе, вот это вот. Типа чистишь карту, чисти вилкой, и тебе дают всякие штуки-дрюки. Там сколько еще разного всякого надо.
Good goods restocks every Wednesday. Be the first in line for fresh finds and fantastic deals.
It's getting late. Why not treat yourself to something nice? You've earned it.
So what you're saying is, no.
I'm afraid so. I've tried a few times, but nothing got through to.
I tried calling her a few times earlier, too. Yishuen Shifu just won't pick up.
The High Preceptor has always been careful with major matters. She wouldn't cut communication without a good read. Still, with her strength, even a Void Hunter from New Eridu couldn't touch her. She's probably just caught up in some trivial matters and can't respond right now.
Something happened to Ishu and Shifu?
We can't get in touch with her at the moment, but you needn't worry. More importantly, what's with you two, running around all flustered like that?
Sorry, Elder Lu. There's something important we need to tell everyone.
So it really is true.
That doesn't sound good.
We think so too, which is why we should probably talk things through and just...
So you entered the Hollow on your own.
I'm sorry, Elder Lu. I finally found a clue to my brother's whereabouts. I had to see it for myself.
I told you before, I hoped your presence would be a good thing for her, not this. Not encouraging her to take pointless risks.
It's not her fault. This was my idea. If you're going to blame someone, blame me. I would...
Ye Guang, you're the last person who gets to act on impulse. The Qingming Sword's wielder is Yunquei Summit's most vital and irreplaceable, and if your actions bring shame to Yunquei Summit, can you take responsibility for that?
If I may be blunt, Elder Lu, are you actually concerned about Senior Xiaoguang?
What are you implying? Yusung Guang is the wielder of the Qingming sword, and that...
What I'm saying is, you don't really care what she thinks, do you? You just want the Qingming sword's wielder to do as they're told and stay under your thumb. And Senior Xiaoguang isn't some asset. She's a real person, with her own feelings, her own will. If Yunquei Summit's so-called honor can only stand on her suffering, maybe we're the ones who need to take a hard look at ourselves.
You!
I apologize if it's bad timing, everyone. I've been made aware of what's been happening with Lemny and Hollow, and thanks to Bell for the intel, of course. I've also gathered some leads through various channels. For now, I'd like you all to remain calm and refrain from taking any rash actions. I've already sent a team of professionals to investigate. We should have concrete data soon. Now, any other questions?
Mr. Mayor, is Yixuan Shifu with you? We haven't been able to reach her lately, and we're starting to get a little worried.
Yishan? She reported some info about Phylum Heights earlier, then said she had other matters to attend to and left.
I see. Maybe Shifu ran into something on her way. In that case, we won't keep you any longer, Mr. Mayor.
That's enough for today. Since the mayor's made his call, we'll hold our position and wait. I shall continue my attempts to contact the High Preceptor. It is past time she returned to keep certain unruly disciples in line.
Thanks for standing up for me just now. I guess I've always known. Elder Lu and probably a lot of people. To them, it doesn't matter who actually holds the sword. And that's fair. The Qingming sword is Yunquei Summit's most precious treasure. I still don't quite understand why it chose someone as...
Xiaoguang, don't doubt yourself. Even without the title, you deserve to be respected and heard.
Okay. Sorry for making you worry over something so small.
The mayor just said we should lay low for now, remember? So, let's relax a bit. You don't have to carry the whole world on your shoulders, you know?
Yeah.
It's rare to get a moment like this. How about we go out for a walk?
Sure. I've been wanting to go out for a walk with you anyway. Mind if I change first? I'll wear that outfit you saw last time. Let's go check out...
Xiaoguang, you seem to love sweets. I've heard the Tong Sweet Shop here is pretty good. Want to give it a try?
That sounds nice. I hope they have some osmanthus flavored desserts. I really love those.
No need to stress so much. Let's take a breather. Getting to know Phylum Heights is part of protecting it too. Mm-hmm. Oh. This direction. Where are you taking me? It's a nice place. You'll see soon enough. Nice spot, right? I stumbled upon it by accident. It's the best place in all of Phylum Heights to watch the sunset. Wow. It's so beautiful. It feels like a living painting. Just looking at it makes me happy. Come to think of it, I've never really taken a good look at Phylum Heights before. I didn't realize it was this breathtaking. It'd be such a shame if this were to disappear. Actually, I have something I want to share with you as well, Junior. It's the osmanthus cake we made together. I saved a little just for you. Oh, there's still some osmanthus cake left? Yeah, this was from the first test batch. Actually, I've been wanting to try it ever since I caught that sweet osmanthus scent earlier. Don't mind if I do. What do you think? It's even better than before. Nope. If I had to say, it's still a little too sweet. I probably added too much sugar. Oh, right! I should let everyone at Yunquay Summit try it too. I wonder if Miss Zhao would like some osmanthus cake. I heard Dylan say that Miss Zhao actually prefers meat. Oh, really? Then I'll make something else for her. Wow, Xiaoguang. It feels like you really know how to make everything. You're amazing.
It's how I kept myself occupied when I'd love for you to try my cooking too. But I gotta figure out all your preferences and tastes first.
It's getting late. Time to head back. Come to think of it, Xiaoguang's osmanthus cakes have always been on the sweeter side. Maybe she just really loves sweets. I guess we just have different tastes. Hey, Xiaoguang. What's going on? You're not thinking of doing anything dangerous, right?
I'm fine. It's just, I felt so happy earlier today. So happy it almost feels unreal. Everyone in Phylum Heights seems happy too. That's wonderful. Well, can I ask you something?
Ask away.
What if... It's just a what if, okay? What if we knew an abyss was ahead? Should we still keep going? Sorry, it's a weird question, right? I just had a nightmare where I fell into a bottomless pit. It's okay if you don't want to answer.
But I do kinda want to answer. Since we're not doing anything right now, how about I tell you a story? When I was really little, there was this cliff near where I used to play a lot. I used to love leaning over the edge just to look down. The bottom was filled with these pretty flowers. I loved those flowers. But the cliff was super high, so I was always scared. Until one day, I slipped and fell off it. And guess what? Nothing happened. Turns out the bottom was just this soft, squishy patch of grass. My butt hurt a little, but that was it. And I finally got to see those flowers up close. I remembered that for years, thinking I'd just gotten lucky. But when I went back there as an adult, I realized that cliff was barely even a hill. Just a dirt slope I'd totally exaggerated as a kid. Sometimes, what we think is a bottomless abyss, in hindsight, might not turn out to be bottomless at all. You'll never know unless you take that first step forward. So...
I get it now. Thank you.
Huh? What'd you just say?
I said thank you. And sorry for making you worry again. I'm all grown up now, and I still...
Don't worry. Don't be fooled by how I look, okay? Ever since I joined you a lot, catching you is no problem at all. So next time you have that nightmare, just tell yourself, no matter what happens, I'll be there to catch you.
Junior. Okay, I won't be afraid. When I have that nightmare again, I know you'll be there. I believe you'll catch me. I know that as long as you're by my side, I can do anything, even touch the sun. Actually... We meet again, my dear Junior.
Xiaoguang was just about to tell me something.
Is that so? What a coincidence. You wanted to know what's been bothering her, right? let me tell you the secret. Inside the Qingming sword, there are two mysterious forces, both equally powerful and destructive. The two are constantly battling. Think of them as two duelists locked in an endless fight. And when two people fight that long, they start damaging everything around them. If that destructive, judging by the power of those two forces, if they ever broke free, the outcome could be a catastrophe on par with the fall of the old capital. So, what do we usually do in this situation? We bring in a third party, a mediator, someone to keep things from falling apart. The third presence maintains the balance, absorbs the overflowing energy, and ensures the world outside remains safe. And this is precisely why that third person gains unmatched power.
Wait, you don't mean
You're smart. I bet you've already figured it out. That's correct. Every wielder of the Qingming sword is that mediator. The true nature of the Qingming sword's power is built on sacrifice. Each sword wielder gives up their life to contain those two raging forces, to shield the outside world from being affected. In other words, without the sword wielder to bear that burden, the rest of the world would pay the price instead. So no, Xiaoguang will never give up this sword, because that would mean putting the world in danger. How could little Miss Perfect, always so eager to protect everyone? She'd rather break herself than let anyone else get hurt.
I had no idea.
Because it's a secret. Not even Yixuan knows. All they ever do is repeat the same empty words. Find the next wielder for the sword. Uphold the honor of Yunquei Summit. That's why I told you before. The more noble the excuse. It's not the kind of truth you can share with everyone, right? The so-called hero from the very beginning?
But why are you telling?
Because I want... I'm asking for your help. Your precious Senior Xiaoguang will want to save everyone. She'll keep using the Qingming sword, even if it means she needs to sacrifice herself. But I want to live. I don't care about other people's lives, just as they've never cared about mine. The only way to save us is to stop her from using the Qingming sword's power. Of course, if you could convince her to give up the sword, that'd solve everything once and for all. You'll help me, won't you? If not for me, then for your sweet Senior Xiaoguang.
Of course I want to help you both. But I can't just give you my word right now. This isn't something you promise lightly.
Did I ever tell you? I like how adorable you look when you're... Which is precisely the problem. She loves you, you know. The same way she loves Yixuan, her brother, and all her precious little friends. But love is a curse, a trap. Love will be the end of me. Oopsie, seems like I've said too much. Anyway, to show my sincerity about asking for your help, I'll answer one question. Just one. So, tell me, my dear Junior, what do you want to know?
I've always wanted to ask, what exactly is your relationship with Xiaoguang?
You've seen the dark-haired Ye Shiyuan, right? I was the same. It's a gift we were both born with, but unlike my brother and his other self, my existence isn't just about looking different. Because Ye Shengguang never wanted to just be on that side of her. The part that's wild, human. I'm her instincts. Her surprised, huh? Obviously, from the outside, I look more like what you'd call a divine being. Humans are so good at turning what they don't understand into gods. Too bad I'm neither divine nor interested in being worshipped. If being sacrificed is my destined path, and death is supposed to be the end, then I'll fight it. No one gets to decide my fate. Not that damned Qingming sword, and not that sanctimonious Yunque summit. Well then, I suppose our little midnight rendezvous until next time, my dear June. Thank goodness I remembered. I'd hate to let Junior down. Next, 3 spoons of sugar. Was it 3? No. This color, this scent. I could have sworn I had it in my mind just now. Why? Why can't I remember? I've done these steps so many times, and yet... My head. It feels like... Will I one day end up forgetting my Junior's face? No! I don't want that! It's alright. If I've forgotten, I'll just relearn it. If I forget 10 times, I'll master it. I will. Junior. If one day I'm no longer here, will you remember me?
Hey, what's wrong? Why are you crying here all alone? My music box is broken. It was a gift from my mom. And now it won't play anymore. And she's never coming back. Aw, don't be sad. Let me take a look at the music box. I am pretty good at fixing things. Thank you. What's wrong? You still don't look happy. If something's bothering you, you can tell me. If you knew the road ahead led straight into an abyss, would it still be worth moving forward? Oh, that's a tough question. Give me a second to think. I should be selling it here. Samantha's candy feels like something she'd like. she does. This is for me? Thank you. It smells so sweet and tastes delicious. About what you asked earlier, I don't really have an answer either, but I'd like to tell you a story. I fell from a really high place a long time ago. I leaned over to admire some pretty flowers below, and accidentally slipped. What happened after that? Other than a sore butt, nothing at all. It turned out the ground below was just a patch of grass. Something I only realized after falling. Sometimes, if you don't take a step forward, you'll never know what might happen. But if you give up, it's all over. So maybe the abyss I imagine isn't really that scary after all? Thank you. I think I understand a little better now. Did I wake you? I was thinking we said we'd eat osmanthus cakes together. Wait. Huh? Sorry. I meant we said...
Hold on. Xiaoguang, be honest with me. Did you forget what we did today? Don't tell me you're starting to lose your memory. Stop hiding this from me. You promised me you'd always put your own safety first, no matter what.
Sorry. You're right. I've been forgetting some things.
When did it start? Was it after the last time you used the Qingming sword?
No. It didn't start recently. It's been a long time. Long before we met in Phylum Heights. Ever since it started, I've been writing a diary every day and memorizing the previous day's entries, 'cause I know there's no way to stop it. Even if I told you all, it'd only make everyone worry. I don't want anyone else to worry because of me. I'm sorry for hiding it from you for so long. So, could you please keep this between us for now? When the time's right, I'll tell Ishu and Shifu, and everyone else too.
Alright, I'll keep your secret. And once you're ready, we have to tell everyone. It's not about burdening them. It's about giving you every possible chance to get better, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And Xiaoguang.
I know. And Junior?
Блин, хотел только перерыв сделать, а тут он какой-то начался, блядь, пиздец. Это еще рекорды, панели, панорама. А, они еще и, блядь, такую штуку сделали. Ёпана мать. А чё? Сейчас получить нельзя. Увы. Они... Интересно, конечно. Нормально сделали. Так, ладно, давайте, ребята, остановимся на этом моменте. Ой, потом попозже я подрублю еще один стрим, вот, и допройдем это все, и загрузим потом на ютубчик, вот. А пока я жму на паузу, так сказать, все. Останавливаемся на этом моменте. И скоро возвращаюсь. Не теряйте меня. Давайте. Б-б.